And welcome to our ranch A.G.F.C, our ranch air gun fun channel live. Welcome on in. This electron pub doors are open. Come on in, grab yourself your favorite seat, your favorite snack, your favorite drink. I got the Folgers in the B cup. Let's lock and load this. Let's light this up. How's everybody doing today? This is Wednesday. Hump day. I took it off. Today was not a work day for me. Made a video. Did some air gun fun today. Yes, sir. Who's in the chat? Who's in the back? Looks like I got 2 viewers. We got one, looks like a Mystic 22222 in the back coming in just momentarily. Oh, yeah, I took the day off. I had to give my brain a little bit of a rest from all the driving. The driving will get you, man. It will get you and twist the mind. You'll see some crazy ass crap out here in Sacramento, California. Roseville, Davis, Elk Grove. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. But with no further ado, my friends, I think he might be ready. A good friend of mine and a good friend of yours, if you let him be. With no further ado, Mystic 22222. Mystic, how you doing, my friend?
Just recovered from the earlier part of the day.
Uh-oh. That don't sound good.
Well, I got because of fading adrenal glands, I've got a very limited amount of endurance.
Okay. Yeah.
And when you got 4 things going at once and you don't have the means to do anything about it, you spend a lot of your time just chasing things that should have been staying where they were because you didn't have what you needed.
Right.
Um, when the endurance runs out, it's over. So we were chasing our goats all over the back neighbor's yard, and they were heading towards the house, and they got little yap dogs. The dogs get in trouble when they bark because they do bark way too much, but in this case it would be well justified. And the goats punched 4 holes through the fence, and my roommate, or their kid's father, did buy a roll of wire. It wasn't nearly enough. Tagged one end of it, half unrolled it, and then left it. And we need about
So,
4 times more wire, and neither of us has any.
needless to say, you've had an interesting day.
I don't know. I don't think I was very interested in it, just caught up in it.
Right. Right. Yeah, I kind of just did a bunch of relaxing today.
Oh, and it looks like we may be down to 1 or 2 chickens out of the 30
Oh no.
because, yeah, for the same reason, because their living quarters kind of fell apart.
Well, I'm sorry to
Yeah,
hear that.
yeah, they were hacked together because we were in the middle of the downpours of the rains, and so they held up pretty well, all things considered, but they weren't really predator proof. And then finally, it just broke down, and the chickens are running around wild. And we got, well, I think we lost a couple of them, at least to a skunk. Several more to the foxes.
Oh,
And it's not like the foxes really need them. The foxes were adopted by the neighbor in back, whose whose property was invaded by goats. And so she's been feeding them, so they shouldn't be hunting for food, but they're probably bored.
right, right.
So, yeah, things had started off really, really well. We were getting eggs. We were even getting chicks, but then the hens were killing each other's chicks. It went downhill from there. So, yeah, I held up for 42 minutes instead of 20. but still, I had to collapse, and I've been sleeping the last few hours.
I see. And you've seen my notification.
Well, yeah, it popped up, and it gave me 30 minutes, which gave me just enough time. I almost, well, half the time. I just started putting up a solar shield here,
I see.
so you can still see me this time of day.
Yeah.
When I ran out of time. Uh, Other than that, I was when the notification came up.
Got to get me a video made. Posted that.
Okay, your something's going wrong with your sound. It's becoming very thin and wispy. We've
My
lost all the bass. Yeah, we've lost all the bass, and we're left with treble, which is
how's that?
understandable.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it's much better.
All right. Yeah, I had the bass down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool.
So anyway,
I
when
make me a video and shoot my air guns a little bit and
yeah,
spend some time out on the range, and which felt good because I don't get to do that much anymore.
uh-huh.
But
Your volume is still dropping.
my volume is still dropping.
Yeah,
Is that any better?
a little
The
bit.
master's all the way up.
It sounds like something is. I don't know. You're losing bandwidth or something.
Hmm.
Anyway, so when your notification came through, I was reviewing at double speed the some new information. There's about okay. Recall where we left off when we left off with the Bible broadcast, with that prophecies were coming true as we were speaking about them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that has continued, and there's probably another half dozen major ones since we last talked about that. And when your notification came in, a brand new one came in. Well, it's not really that brand new. It's a couple of weeks old, but I just discovered it. That says that there was a 21-day period during May when the ballistic path of human history shifted.
It shifted.
It shifted. In other words, if you're this is how I always predicted the future. Was I just got all the things together. It's like predicting the weather. You have to look at this very large array of data and how it's interacting, and then play the model and see
Right.
that model as a ballistic path. And then you can, if you've got good information and nothing is severely disturbing it that you don't know about, you get a pretty good grouping. You're going to be pretty accurate at the time that you say it's going to happen. Well, in my case, I always underestimate the time. It always comes in 70% earlier than I expect. But this is basically the same way of looking at it. And this is a group of people that these are prayer warriors. And many of our prayer warriors have been praying for Israel, because Israel is central to the end times. And we basically knew that something like this was going to happen. Now we have all the details. It's quite suddenly. It's just fallen on us. And, like a wet ceiling.
Uh-huh.
And so we went from a few hundred to a few thousand to 5 million during this 3-week period in last May, praying for Israel, which is nothing even vaguely resembling it has ever happened before.
Right.
And it was spontaneous. Nobody saw it coming. Even the people who were leading it. And this basically ties in with our expectation later this year that the 7-year countdown is likely to be starting. We're expecting to see the temple in Israel become operational. The sacrifices.
Well, brother, like I've always said, and like I was taught, we No, Christ taught us in Matthew and in Luke that there is no time or hour that you know of. You don't know the time or the hour of the day, or not even the Son of Man knows. Christ
Did I
himself,
mention it?
he
Did I
has no
mention a time?
idea.
Did I
Huh?
mention a time? Did I mention a time?
Oh no, I know you didn't mention a time.
A day?
No.
It's only talking about his return, not the end times events.
Well, his return is the kickoff of all end time events.
His return is the conclusion of those events, the kickoff of his 1,000-year reign.
The rapture?
Well, the rapture's in there, but it's like the last few days before he returns. I'm a post-tribber.
Well, what would that make me? Where would I? Where would I? Where would I lay in there? I
When
guess.
do you think?
I guess.
When
I
do you,
guess
when do you think the church will be taken up? Before, during, or after tribulation?
during tribulation,
Hmm.
the church
Well,
is first. The church is the first to be taken up.
if that
Actually,
happens,
the dead is the first to be taken up.
now, then there will be no one to fulfill the prophecies that must be fulfilled before he returns.
Right.
And that's what this is about.
Okay.
Now, there are two tribulations. There's the long drawn out 6.5 year tribulation, which is there's actually two of them in there. There's the first 3.5 years, then there's the second 3 years. First 3 years is when the temple is built and the sacrifices resume until
That's
the,
only 6 years.
yeah, and the Antichrist appears on the scene and begins to run the world. Well, gathers his powers. Then after 3.5 years, he he's the one who sets up the peace treaty, making the sacrifices possible. And then after 3.5 years, instead of the 7 years he's promised, he moves into the temple, sits on the Ark of the Covenant throne, mercy seat, declares himself God. That begins the second half of the first major tribulation. And then in the last 6 months of the last year, or sometime within that time frame, that is the rapture of the remnant, followed at the same time as the return. And there's two returns. There's the return for the dead and the living, his people. And then there's a wedding period in the heavenly city.
Right.
And during that time, that is the final part of the tribulation, when the Earth's powers are destroyed. And then he returns again to wipe them out for the final battle at Armageddon.
So you got new prophecy reported.
This isn't a new prophecy. This is an observation of a prophecy coming fulfilled. It's called the latter rain. It's the beginning of the latter rain, and what it is when the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled, and we just basically fulfilled it. Then our job during that very short period is to come to Israel's aid and to reawaken Israel, because Israel was partially blinded. They're not capable of seeing that Jesus was their Messiah. And during this period, which this is what this shift was about, this is the beginning of the Gentiles defending Israel and making it so blatant, even to the point of death, that Israel has to turn around and say, why are the Gentiles praying for us for our God? Okay, and then and because they see us as having the personal relationship that they were supposed to have, and it makes them jealous. This is the jealousy of the Jews.
Well, Mystic, I don't want to jump off this topic because I know it's passionate to you, but there was something really important I wanted to plug into this tonight's show.
Okay.
And there's one person watching.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and do this and we can take a little break from that and get more into what this is all about, really, and that's air gun. You've heard of the FX dynamic? It's
Yes.
brand new. 30 cal came out, and a pinnacle in the community. Somebody that needs no introduction. We all know who he is.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Rick Rimes himself gave me permission to play his video and to plug his channel. That's Shooter 1721, Mr. Rick Rimes himself. Go check him out. Become a subscriber. Watch his videos over and over again, like I have. What we're going to do is get this in here and get this shared. And we're going to enjoy this video from Mr. Rick Rimes. And let's see. Hold on. What? We've got so many of them laying around.
That's one of my favorite personalities.
Right. He is mine. He most definitely is mine. One of mine.
You don't have a lot of people left in the world that hoop and holler.
No, we don't. We don't. But he enjoys his hooping and hollering. Come on, man.
So do we. So do we.
So let me get this started.
Hey, this is Rick with Shooter 1721. Oh, we got something new, something exciting that I'm excited about because it's a hunter. The new FX Dynamic 700 millimeter 30 cal. This is a pure hunter.
Wow.
This gun has so much power. In a 30 cal, we're able to tune, I can tune it the whole way down to the 100 foot, actually 80 foot pounds, and then go the whole way up to 150 foot pounds. But you know what? That's enough talking about this gun. Let's get over to that bench and shoot this gun. All right, before we get started, it's always good to check your zero at 50 yards. So I set up a 50-yard target. Just going to check zero real quick and see where we're at. All right, let's just take a look here. All right. Ryan, what'd you put in the target down there? Okay. Is that the aim small, miss small kind of thing? All right. All right, we got a little bit of air, a little bit of wind, and let's check our zero. Okay. We are gonna just adjust a little bit. Let's see if we got the adjustment right.
Of course.
Listen to me now. All right. I might have over adjusted here. I could feel it. I don't know.
No.
That is looking really good. It was. I'm going to cheat just a little more. Yep, overcompensated. You know what happened? The wind let off. Dirty.
I just dig watching him shoot.
I dig
we're pretty zeroed here, but I think that card's still there, isn't it? Or did it come out? I think we're back. I think we're back where we were. That was my last round. Eat that. All right, I know that was a little low, but that's because of the pressure. And we're at 942 and 134 foot-pounds there, but you seen the car get split.
That's a lot of power.
Yeah, that is a lot of power. You know, I kind of got sidetracked because the car was there, but look at the group there. The group is fine. These Javelin 68 grains pushing that much. I think we're ready to take on that Pennsylvania grizzly bear. How far you want to shoot him?
We gotta go. It's a little past 200.
You want to do 200?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Oh,
All right, well, let's test this out. Ryan, I think we're right at 100 there.
Yeah, we were gonna go to 200, but I figured we'd stop here.
Well, let's see how she does at 100 here.
did you see this 500-foot shot?
Yeah.
500-foot shot.
At 150 foot-pounds, I wouldn't want to try to take on a California brown bear.
I guess that was the answer to that. That Firebird's not that big. I mean, this gun shoots. Oh my goodness. For a hunting gun, I couldn't be happier. That's just spot on there.
Well, let's go to 200. Let's not stop
All right.
here.
Let's do that. Okay, well, we moved the Pennsylvania grizzly bear out to 200, so we're gonna cold bore shot this and see how we do with the. I told you we're using the 68 grain javelins, and we're going that 950 right around there. And our power setting is we're sitting on 19, so let's see if we can get a cold bore shot on that guy. 200. Ooh. Right, almost. That's almost dead center, just a hair low. All right. There we go. Put one in his beaner now. A little bit of wind drift. You see that? Not bad. I can feel it.
All right, that looks really good right there. I think what's most important about a platform like Artlist is being able to find tones and styles. And I think what makes Artlist Max so great is that it helps me keep my creativity at the highest level. It gives me more flexibility.
So right, Artlist is the music site that I get all my music from.
Did you happen to do you happen to know what the minimum is?
Come on, man. There you go. Almost put one dead center, cold bore right there.
Okay, say that again.
Do you happen to know what the California's minimum foot poundage is for hunting deer?
I do not know, but I believe you have to have 357 or higher.
That's caliber, right?
That's the caliber. I'm not, but don't quote me on that. You would have to research that.
Yeah.
There's 200 yards. In my opinion, the FX Dynamic, this is just me. This is a hunter. This is a hunter. And I set it up that way. Actually, I had FX send it, say, hey, can you put 165 on the reg? And these Javelins at 68 grain, I mean, they're traveling. You see, that's 946, so you're looking at 135 foot-pounds. But if I adjust the power wheel, if I adjust it, which I will here, we'll give her some turns here. Okay. And now I am a little bit lower on that because I don't know what's going to happen. We got some speed now.
Yes, he didn't stick around.
No, he's still dead in the head. And we just cranked her up to 979. And, oh, I need a little bit of air for this guy. We have it right now at about 985. It sits at 985, 990. And, you know, there's your 144. I've had it already close to 150 foot-pounds. So this thing is built for hunting. And you just saw a 200-yard shot, turn the dial, bang.
It looks like a
hit the Pennsylvania grizzly bear right in the beaner. Hey, so one thing I wanted to talk about before this video is over, I wanted to talk just a little bit. Do you see the size of the mounts I have here? Okay,
It was a big mount.
We went with the highest mounts possible because of, if you look at the line of the bottle and then you have this plastic piece holding your shoulder stock together on your bottle, it'll put your cheek weld. You'll be really, if you have lower mounts, you'll just be pressing your cheek into there. So if I can tell anybody anything, make sure you go with a higher mount. Okay, so here we are at the end of the video. What a great time, what a great gun. This thing is a hunting gun, the way it's set up, getting close to that, well, it probably easily reaches 150 foot-pounds in a 30. That's a 30. We had fun with the 50-yard zero. See, I did split that card. I didn't let it get away. I think it was the last shot, but we were having fun with that, getting zeroed. And then you saw 100, we hit the Firebird, then we popped at 200 and showed you how accurate it is at 200. Ryan, my only thing, and I wish we had a little bit further, you know what I mean? To show, you know. Where's Sean? Where's Sean?
I don't know. I thought he left, but
Oh no, I'm still here.
What?
I put something out there for you.
How far?
Pretty far. Thinking
I see it. I see
50?
250. Do you see that down there? Your eyes got that? You picking up?
Ooh. You sure about the 250?
I think it's around that.
Softball 250.
All right. Well, I just dialed for 250.
Or is it?
Oh, I see it on the tree.
Can you make it happen?
All right, we're gonna give it a try. I dialed for it, so.
First shot.
Can I do it? All it took is your youngest to say, "Hey, can you do that?" Ran. But there you go, one shot, 250 yards. These Javelin 68 grain are working, shooting lights out, balloons out, cards out, Pennsylvania grizzly bear out. This is Rick with Shooter 1721, just having a great time with the new FX Dynamic. Okay, Ryan, well, we're having a coyote problem. I have the solution.
Oh. There you go, Night.
My name is Vicente Fernandez. I am the mayordomo of the Acequia Madre del
All
Sur.
right. Getting back into,
Yeah.
yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. I love Rick's stuff, man. I always
Yeah.
love Rick's stuff.
That was the reaction we came for.
It was him watching his videos and him splitting the cards, you know, and then I watched Maccabee Speed do it. That's when I got the Benjamin Prowler and I did it, and, you know, I started drinking.
The thing about Maccabee that's so brave is he has a severe visual impairment.
Oh, I know.
Been trying to push him to get it fixed because it is fixable.
I got a severe impairment. These things, without these things, I'm blind as a bat. Everything is all fuzzy and blurry, and I can't see.
There's a good chance they can still do it for you, like they did for me. But of course, the younger you are, the better your odds. Welcome, Slingshot Warrior.
I don't think he's here anymore.
Oh, dang.
There's 0 people watching. So, yeah, I wanted to plug that in there. So again, that's Team Shooter 1721. Rick Ryan, go check him out.
Well, for anyone watching this after the fact, if you don't know it, Rick Ryan, we very nearly lost him to a heart attack a couple of years ago.
Sir.
I really thought he was gone. I thought he had passed for a couple of months before I heard that he'd come back.
Yeah, I'm glad he's still around. He's still strong.
All his guns are strong.
Rick.
I don't know how strong he is.
Huh?
I don't know how strong he is. His guns are strong.
His guns are strong. Yeah. Oh no, he's a strong man. You know, he did that Iron Man training, that Iron Stomach training
Before his heart attack.
Before his heart attack, his younger years.
Yeah.
He was military, But anyway, with that, there's nothing else I've got to report on other than Just that. I was the brand newest thing that I seen.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other stuff that's come out. I don't think Maccabee put anything out today.
I don't know. I've been horrendously busy. I haven't
Yeah,
really
me
looked at it
too.
all week.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been busy filming all day.
I wake up to a crisis and I deal with the crisis and I pass out. I wake up to another crisis and I deal with the crisis and I pass out.
That's out.
Yeah. Or 2 or 3, as it was today, all at once.
So back allocated to working all day long. It's been something else.
I couldn't even do that at this point.
Right.
I couldn't even drive today. I mean, I can drive to the store and back, but it has to be on my time.
Right. Right.
And I'm ready. And when I get home,
Oh, it
I'm back.
gets that Uber driving. It gets crazy.
Yeah.
But, oh,
Yeah, too bad you couldn't record it and put it on YouTube.
right. That would be pretty interesting.
Some
But
people do. I'm not sure how they
that
do
would
it.
be quite the violation of people's privacy,
Yeah.
and I don't got the licensing for that. I don't think YouTube.
Yeah, I want to know where I can apply for that license. There's an awful lot of it on YouTube.
Right. Well, it's a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it. It was just a short little stream that I thought I'd put together, and I was watching YouTube, and I came across Rick's video and gave him a shout out, and asked him if it was okay to play it on the live stream, and
Yeah.
I decided
always,
to throw this together. And
I've always really liked variable power in an air gun because it makes it so flexible.
right,
I had a 10 pump once, and pump 1 was pretty useless. Pump 2 was perfect for target practicing in the garage.
speaking, I don't know if you're familiar with the Benjamin Kratos.
I'm not familiar with it. I know that it is adjustable.
I mean, speaking of Rick Rhymes, he donated to the channel.
Uh-huh.
2021 Benjamin. Well, actually, was it 2021 or 2020? Was it 2020 or 2021? Well, he donated to the channel in 2020,
Uh-huh.
and it's got a power adjustment. You can take that thing all the way from almost 1,000 feet per second down to 450.
Yeah, and that makes it very flexible and what's
Right.
the word?
Testing.
Yeah.
Well, Mystic, it's been great seeing you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back on, and I don't think anybody else is gonna pop in. We're going on 40 minutes now, and we've had one person say hello and pop out. I don't understand it, but hi, Slingshot Warrior. Anyway, I go to a live stream and I stick around, check it out. I know I'm not the most entertaining. My show's not the most, how would you say, entertaining. But it is what it is.
Mhm.
My
Well,
show.
But work on it between shows. That's what the good guys do.
Work on it between shows.
Yeah, like for instance, all of your real honest journalists and reporters, they put maybe an hour to 4 hours on the air. People like Rush Limbaugh and so forth. Then they spend 12 hours working on the next day. Then they go to bed. Then they wake up. Then they look over the news. Then they work another 4 to 6 hours. Then they put it all together and do the next 1 to 4 hours show, and wash and repeat. It's a hard and brutal being good. in your case, you don't have that much research you have to do, but it still
No,
requires that
cool. I just pulled what
sift
I
through
see
what's,
out there on
you sift
YouTube.
through what's going on. Yeah, you sift through what's going on, and then you think about what it all means, and you put it to, and kind of write up a presentation, the order that you want to start with, the opening comments, the
Yeah.
presentation, the post comments, and asking for comments, and keep it rolling.
Got these in today.
From Mac,
150 count. They're called the Jawbreakers. They're 68 caliber round ball.
powder coated.
No, they're a hardened nylon with a PVC core.
Oh, this is for non-lethal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It has a green tint on
Food
the
for the TCR and the HDR.
It has a green tint on your camera, so I thought they were coated.
Oh, does it? It's to give the blue light that's behind my camera. But anyway, my friend, I'm going to say goodnight, and you take care of yourself, and we will see you and talk to you on the next one.
Okay.
Maybe I've been thinking about each Sunday, maybe each Sunday or every other Sunday to, put the Bible adventure back on.
Whatever works for you.
And maybe you can join in, and we can go start a little Bible study again.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Well, I wasn't prepared for this at all. I wasn't even halfway through this discovery video when you came on.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't prepared in any way. I was just giving a quick briefing, and then next time I'll have a lot more to say about it.
Cool. All right, buddy. You have yourself a good night. I'm going to take off, and yeah. Until next time. Hey, Mystic, God bless you.
Thank you. I could sure use it. If I'm going to be much use to him, I've got to be in some kind of physical shape.
Right. Well, we've been praying for you. We've been praying for you. All right, my friend. You have yourself a good night.
You too. You got your challenges as well.
Yeah. Trying to make it. Yeah. All right, buddy.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
And to everybody else, to our one viewer that came in and said hello, Slingshot Warrior, thank you very much. I want to welcome you back. I go on live every now and then. Don't got a scheduled stream or anything. It's just on the fly, kind of. But you're more than welcome to come back. And to everybody else, to Mystic 22222, thank you. From Christy and I here at our ranch, A.G.F.C. We're signing off, saying God bless you. Y'all know the rest.